What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DC NBA here, and today we're back with another team breakdown. And today we are going to be doing the Indiana Pacers. So if you guys want to make sure you get all 30 teams, make sure you check out the playlist below. I will be working on doing every team before the season starts, so make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. Also, please make sure you like the video. Really helps me out a lot and helps the channel grow. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, the Pacers. They didn't really do a lot in this offseason. They had a failed Gordon Hayward trade and Victor Oladipo sounding kind of crazy. And that's all that really happened. They didn't do anything in the offseason. They drafted Cassius Stanley and signed a lot of guys who probably aren't going to make the rotations. And that's it. They didn't really get better or anything. It's weird. I don't know. I thought after, having this core, I felt like they would at least try to make a move, at least trade Victor Oladipo or like something. They didn't do anything. So, I don't know what's up with that, but, whatever. But they did get a new coach, and I think they are trying to make a new culture and change what they have been doing. And yeah. So let's get right on into what their team is now. So starting at point guard, you got Malcolm Brogdon. Backing him up is Aaron Holiday. Shooting guard is going to be Victor Oladipo and Jeremy Lamb. Small forward, you got TJ Ward and Justin Holiday. Power forward is Sabonis and Doug McDermott. Center, you got Miles Turner and Gaga Badizia. I think that's how you say it. Pretty sure. So first thing first, I kind of want to talk about Victor Oladipo and how he doesn't make any sense because there's like certain reports that come out and say he wants to leave. He wanted to play with the other team and shit. And then there's other reports that come out and say that he wants to be a Pacer. He wants to stay there. Make up your mind, bro. Like, what are you doing, my guy? Like, and that's, like, one of the things I'm just so confused about, and, like, how they are, like, well, let's have a new culture and stuff. It's, like, if you have someone that just, like, is causing so much negative media attention, that's not good. Like, that's why I'm just confused why they kept him, because I know he can be a very good player, but he didn't even look that good when he was playing. So, I don't know what they should do with him. I'm guessing they're going to let him play the season and then let his contract run out and see what happens with him. But I don't know. I really don't think they should lose him for nothing. But then at the same time, what is his value because of all this? So it's kind of like a slippery slope, as I say in my country. Next thing I'm going to talk about is TJ Warren, and can he keep up doing what he did in the bubble? He played very good in the bubble. Once the playoff games, he played a little worse, but that made sense because that was kind of more realistic. But honestly, I think that he should be the team's number one scoring option because he can just do basically anything offensively. He's a good shooter. He has an okay handle, and he's pretty solid at finishing. He was great shooting the ball. I remember the game he had against Philly when he dropped like 50-something, and he just took any shot in Ben Simmons' face and did not care. That game, I was like, TJ Warren is going to do something special in the bubble. But yeah, I think that, he can be the number one guy, but I think that obviously there's a lot of people on this team that would like to score, so it'll be tough to see how many shots he actually gets to take. But I think that he can continue building on the success from the bubble and be probably like a almost 22 point per game scorer, see how much of the reins they really let him take. So the next thing I'll talk about is can Sabonis and Turner work together? And this conversation has been going on for 2 years now, I think. And honestly, I mean, unless Turner like takes a big leap, which we've been saying for years now, I don't understand why you keep them together, because if you add another perimeter player with Sabonis, it probably makes them better, because Sabonis is one of the better passing big men. Their offense can just be so much more dynamic. They'll take more threes, which they've been one of the worst three-point attempting teams in the league. And just their offense can be so much better. Their defense will be worse, but if they can just get a backup big who's just solid, they should be fine. And then again, Sabonis still can play power forward, but you'd rather not have that. But yeah, honestly, I think that they should try to trade Turner, and they did with the Gordon Hayward trade. Just didn't work out. But again, they should try to trade him, because again, he's also getting paid like 20 mil, like 18 mil, 20 mil a year. That's a lot to have just a mediocre center play. So they could trade him to another team and get something out of that. Then, then we're talking, Pacers get a little bit better. And just, again, their offense has become so much more dynamic and better that I think it'll make up for them losing defense in Miles Turner. Next, I want to talk about Malcolm Brogdon and how I think that he had a really good season last season. I think he'll just continue to build on that. I really want him being the main playmaker, main ball handler over someone like a Victor Oladipo, because Oladipo doesn't have the playmaking ability Brogdon does. And, Brogdon also good shooter, good defender. Overall, just a very good, like Swiss Army knife type of player. Can do a little bit of everything, pretty good at everything. He's like near all-star, not close enough. Hopefully he stays healthy this season, because last season he got injured and missed a couple of games and just wasn't as good as he after. But hopefully he can stay healthy and be good. A player returning from injury is Jeremy Lamb, and we'll see what he'll do. He was scoring like 15 points a game, and then towards ACL, I think. Something like that. So we'll see how he returns from injury. I don't really expect him to average like 15. I think he'll probably average like 10 points per game, but like be a solid six-man. He's not going to do anything insane, but he'll be okay. So let's go into the awards for this team. I have their MVP being Sabonis, Defensive Player of the Year Miles Turner, six-man Jeremy Lamb, Rookie of the Year is Cassius Stanley, Most Improved is going to be TJ Warren, and then the best addition is Cassius Stanley. And I have this team being 38-34, which would be like 7th in the East. I think this team didn't do a lot in the offseason, and it's going to be just kind of an awkward fit with the new coach and Victor Oladipo and Lamb coming back. So I think they have some things to work out, but I still think that they have the talent and ability to make the playoffs, especially with some players like TJ Warren and Sabonis probably going to improve. So I think that their ceiling probably is like a 5th seed. I really doubt they get that, but they could, because they were very good last season. So I could see them being good again. But then also a lot of teams in the East did get better. So honestly, if they miss the playoffs, like, I wouldn't really be too surprised. The East actually is like pretty solid this year. There's about like 10-ish teams or so I think that could realistically make the playoffs. 10, 11-ish. Depends if you count the Hornets in that. But yeah, honestly, I think that the Pacers will probably just be another mediocre season. Get beat in the first round, the usual with them. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. All of my links will be down in the description if you want to check out my Instagram or TikTok. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.